Hope I don't get mugged in here. So I'm finally back in my car. I am very tired and want to eat. But I got a little something. This is my new son. I got him from the Rivals Ether booth because I love Rivals Ether. And Orcane is adorable, and Red Orcane is also adorable, and I didn't know until just now, but he also comes with a pin, which is really, really cool. And he's my son, so don't touch him. Gotta make sure he's buckled so he stays safe.
One eternity later.
What's up? Obviously, I am back from Dreamhack. It's actually Friday the next week, so it's been almost a week since I went to Dreamhack. It's been a week since it started, but it's been a really crazy week. Anyways, let's talk about the event. It was a lot of fun. This was my first convention. I was not sure what to expect to go, but it was really cool. It was mainly focused on video games and stuff. I got there, and the parking garage that I had to go in was like a good mile or two from the actual venue, which kind of stunk. It was definitely a walk there, and felt a lot longer going back because I was so tired. But yeah, it wasn't too bad getting there. So yeah, I get there, and the venue is huge, like pretty ginormous. It's like the Georgia World Congress Center or something, so it sounds big when you're even the name of it. But yeah, it was a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Well, I don't know about a lot, but it was huge. So I get there around 11:30, 12, probably like 11:30, and I'm looking around and stuff for a while. I find the Rivals group, which it was really cool. I got to meet a whole bunch of friends and great Rivals players that I've talked to online and stuff in the past, and it was really neat experience being able to meet them and talk to these people that I've talked to online and played with for years in the past. So that part was kind of surreal. Like, I would be walking just randomly to a booth or something and see like a top Smash player or, you know, stuff like that, and be like, wait a second, I've seen them before. That's Tweak, or that's MVD, you know? That part was kind of surreal and was really cool. So yeah, I get there. I go to the Rivals group where they've got a bunch of setups. I'm ready to play friendlies. You know, I'm pumped for this. My pool started at 2, so I sit down, and fun fact, my Xbox controller, the port on the top is broken. So I actually realized that might be a problem a couple days before the tournament, but I was texting with people on Discord and stuff, like, do you think this would be a problem? And they're like, no, they'd let you play with a Bluetooth controller and all this stuff. Well, I get there, and none of the computers had a Bluetooth driver. Yeah. So that was, I like started to panic a little bit. I'm like, this is a problem. If need be, I could probably take an Xbox controller from one of the people here and like use it during my bracket. Like, everyone's really nice there, but I didn't have anything to practice with. And I'm asking everybody if they've got a spare Xbox controller. Nobody did. So I go up to George Rogers, who's one of the does he develop Rivals? I don't think he's a developer, but he's like one of the head people. I'm looking it up now. I should know this. He's the community manager and production for Rivals of Ether. But yeah, him and Dan always do a lot of stuff together. So I see him there, and I'm like, George, I haven't met you before, and yeah, but do you have a spare Xbox controller? Because I was like begging him for one. Like, I really need one at this point. And he's like, yeah, I probably have one back at the booth. I'll give it to you when the bracket starts. So I go over, so I'm like, alright, cool. I still have a while before my bracket starts. The sad thing was that I didn't get to play with any of my friends that I said I just seen after so long. I was like, cool, at least I have a controller I can compete with, you know. That's the best I can ask for at this point. Also, I forgot to mention is that I'd been walking around to all the booths trying to see, like, is anyone selling custom Xbox controllers or anything? I'll buy one if need be. I'm going to compete and have a good time at this tournament. I've been so hyped for this. So I go to the Rivals booth. Now the Rivals booth, it was separate from the tournament section, and it had 2 TVs set up with Rivals setups on them. And they had Xbox controllers connected to them. So what I did, like, people could like come up and play Rivals for the first time and try out the game and stuff. But I kind of used this to my advantage, and I stayed at their booth. I was talking with Dan and stuff, but in the spare time, I would play on their setup and, you know, destroy any of the new players that came along, or just practice my movement and stuff when no one was around. And also, Dan, who is the creator of Rivals, if you didn't know, played some matches with me when no one else was playing. So that was really cool. I wasn't able to, you know, play a bunch of matches with my friends, but I got to play matches with the creator of Rivals of Aether and talk with him for a while. So that's a pretty good trade-off to me. It was a really cool experience. And it turns out, when the bracket was starting, that the controller that George was talking about was actually Dan's controller. So I got to play in the tournament with Dan's controller too. They were really nice guys. They didn't mind me sticking around with them or using their controller. But the problem was that George also didn't have a controller. I guess he was just planning to use Dan's. So we had to switch off every set. We were in the same pool. And we actually both lost to the same 2 people. It's kind of crazy how coincidental that was, but yeah, it was a really neat experience. I also, after my bracket, I went and walked around at all the different booths and stuff. I met this really nice lady who was selling Hollow Knight pins and stuff, which, if you're watching this, just in the off chance you are, I regret not buying a pin from you. I want to now. Maybe if one of you guys went to Dreamhack who are watching this, you could tell me who it was, because her pins were awesome. I also met Justin Wharton, who, if you don't know who that is, you've probably seen his art on Twitter or Instagram before. He makes really cool, like, Smash and Rivals and Nintendo art that's kind of like 80s style. It's really neat. I'll probably show some on the screen right now. But yeah, so basically, my day just consisted of hanging out with my whole bunch of friends and talking with Dan Fernacey, and also, you know I have a new son. He's amazing. I love him. I love him so much. I think I said this when I brought it in the car. It came with a pin. So that's really cool. It's like a remembrance of the tournament. Okay. I almost forgot to tell you guys that this was the best part of the convention by far. I got to witness a real-life Pokemon battle. Very intense. But yeah, that was my Dreamhack experience. It was a ton of fun, and I hope I can go to another convention and Rivals of Aether major tournament soon, because it was really cool to see, you know, the top players and stuff and people I'd met online. And it was just a really nice time. As kind of an update, the internet people said my internet will be upgraded any day now at the time of recording this. So by the time this is up, I might have better internet, and I've been setting up my Twitch stream channel so that once I do get the better internet, I can just go ahead and start streaming. So go follow me at this side, I'll put it on. Twitch.tv/ScoochDragon. Someone took Scooch, whoever you are. Give me my name. But no, Scooch Dragon's fine. I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more awesome gaming content, and I will see you all later.